ladies. You don't need any words. Let's go. All right, jump.
Give some love to Spirit Sound and our music team this morning. Yes, thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It's so good to see you. My name is Reverend Cheryl Myers, and it is my absolute joy to be with you on this beautiful Sunday morning here on this beautiful and glorious campus. And as you can see, we have quite a 12 Powers display today, so I'm excited about that this morning, that we get to discern the power or the powers that are noodling us to work with this year. Doesn't that sound great? Yeah, so let's just take a moment and let's take a deep breath and let's just close our eyes. Yeah. Yes, just gently close your eyes and take a conscious breath and consciously feel the chair beneath your body just supporting you, so that you can let go and relax and be fully present and available to this time and this space and the joys and heart connection of spiritual community. So just take a moment to breathe into your heart and open your heart. to every exchange, every handshake, every hug, every word, knowing that they come from love to generate more love. And so we just set the silent intention this morning to be blessed so that we can leave here today to be blessed, to be the blessing out in this world. So thank you so much for being here this morning. Know that your presence makes a difference. This time would not be the same without you, so thank you. And for all of life's abundant, overflowing blessings, we are so grateful. And so it is. Amen. Amen. So Unity of Gaithersburg has a mission statement, and let's affirm that statement together. Are a heart-centered, evolving, and expansive spiritual community dedicated to expressing our divinity and honoring all through spiritual practice, education, and service. Yes. So, is anyone with us this morning for the very first time? If you're with us for the first time, just raise your hand and raise it real nice and tall, and an usher will come and they will bring you a welcome packet. And if you'll fill out the card on the top and slip it into the offering bag, we'll, with your permission, add your email address to our Friday afternoon email newsletter list that tells you everything that's going on here at Unity of Gaithersburg. All right, well, let's stand and sing a song together this morning.
I feel Please be seated. Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Lorna Dixon, and I am delighted to be here. This week's transformational opportunities are detailed in our community newsletter, and you can look forward to receiving your own copy of next week's edition by sharing your email with us. Please pause now to completely silence your cell phone. Thank you. Join Jeff Halverson, Neil Peacock, and friends for an evening of soul-stirring drumming rhythms this Saturday, January 27th, from 7 to 9:30 p.m. Learn traditional African pieces and return Sunday, January 28th, to perform during the opening of the 11 a.m. Sunday celebration service. The cost is $10 for adults, and children 12 and under are free. Light snacks and refreshments are included. See you on the 27th for drumming fun. The season for peace and nonviolence begins on Sunday, January 28th. This 64-day season was co-founded in 1998 by Dr. Arun Gandhi and the Association for Global New Thought. Its purpose is to focus attention on being and attaining peace through nonviolent action, as demonstrated by legendary leaders Mohandas K. Gandhi, Reverend Martin Luther King Jr., Cesar E. Chavez, and President Nelson Mandela, as well as living legend, His Holiness Tenzin Gyatso, the 14th Dalai Lama of Tibet. During these 64 days, this theme will resonate throughout our Sunday messages and special activities. Two upcoming special activities during this season are Reverend Cheryl will lead a 6-week book study of New York Times best-selling author Brene Brown's newest book, Braving the Wilderness. In our world today, it can look like we're very polarized and fear-based. Let's come together to discuss what we can do to find our way back to courage and connection. Join Reverend Cheryl on Wednesday nights starting February 21st through March 28th from 7:15 until 9:15 p.m. in the sanctuary. This is offered for a love offering. Also, our very own Carol Plummer and Heidi Vanderwald will be leading an all-day workshop here at Unity of Gaithersburg called Finding Peace in Turbulent Times, offered on Saturday, February 24th from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. Come discover ways to stay centered, balanced, and peaceful in the midst of the turbulence in our world. You will learn strategies to handle stressors so that you can more readily access your inner peace and calm. Cost is $85 before February 20th and $110 after. Register on our website or online through our newsletter. And stay tuned for more activities during the season for peace and nonviolence beginning Sunday, January 28th. The 2017 contribution statements are here for you to pick up today. Edie will distribute them in the back of the sanctuary. As always, know how much your generous financial gifts bless and uplift this spiritual community. Thank you. And now, please center yourselves as we reflect together on today's daily word. Our focus today is spiritual attributes. And our affirmation is, as I express my spiritual attributes, I reveal my divine nature and make a difference. Each of us is given spiritual attributes. These attributes, also called our 12 faculties or powers, are aspects of our Christ nature. As we claim and express them, we reveal the truth of what we are and uplift our world. I reveal my divinity when I express my spiritual attribute of love. When I'm kind, compassionate, and accepting of myself and others, I demonstrate the power of love in action. Love is the great harmonizer and healer that knows no bounds. When I stand steadfast in my truth in the face of adversity, I embody my spiritual attribute of strength. Being strong, I am courageous and willing to take risk and see beyond any fear. I know there is only oneness. Divine wisdom is my ability to discern and know what is true. As I respond from discernment, I approach tense situations with openness and forgiveness so that they transform into opportunities for growth and peace. I claim and express my spiritual attributes and use them to make a difference. As I express my Christ nature, I boldly shine my light. And from 1 Corinthians 12:7, to each is given the manifestation of spirit or the common good. Now let us prepare for meditation by singing All Is Well.
As I close my eyes and the world disappears, I can feel my breath rise and fall. There's a light inside that dispels all my fears, and I hear a gentle voice calling. All is well, 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 all is well.
So once again, I invite you to take a deep, restoring breath and just gently close your eyes if you feel comfortable. And just breathe into the chair beneath you, allowing it to fully support your body as you relax and let go into this time of stillness. Today is our opportunity to connect, to acknowledge, and to claim more deeply the truth of our divinity. And in that claiming, in that acknowledging, in that awareness, we can then go forth into our world as peace ambassadors with the courage and the strength to stand in our knowing regardless of what's happening around us, and be the love that we are, the strength, and all the other many aspects of the divine gem that we are. So this is our time to open our hearts and minds, to ready ourselves to ready and avail ourselves such that our wisdom can inform a choice this morning of what power or powers are calling us. So in this time of stillness, I invite you simply to just breathe into your heart space. Consciously, just breathe in and out, into and out of your heart. And if it helps you to place your hand over your heart, that's fine. Just to feel the warmth of the energy that you are on your heart. And as you breathe in and out of your heart consciously, I invite you to silently affirm, my heart is open. My heart is open. And just continue to consciously breathe into that openness. And then I invite you to just breathe into your thoughts. Just notice your thoughts without resistance. Just breathe into your thoughts. Noticing. And silently affirm, my mind is open. My mind is open. My mind is open to a new possibility. And now, with each conscious breath, I invite you to silently affirm, my body is open. My body is open. To a deeper experience of my divinity. And so as we move now into a time of silence, I invite you to continue to just focus your breath into the openness of your heart, your mind, and your body. And continue to feel that openness deepening, widening, readying in the silence. My heart is open. My mind is open. My body is open. I am open. I allow. I am ready. And for the divinity, the Christ nature, the wholeness, the infinite life that we are, that we celebrate today, we feel gratitude in our hearts overflowing. Let's just take one more deep breath. And so it is. Amen.
Love, thank you for all they've done for me, showing me things I did not see. Just because you love me, how could this be? This is love. I write a song that sings your praise, lifting my hands and say, thank you, love, for the joy you gave to me. This is love, kind of love that's more than enough. This is love, I never knew, I never had. Love everywhere that I may go. Your love will keep me from the cold. Side by side, loving you, you loving me. Love, I'm not afraid of what may be. The greater distance is from me. They may say I'm a fool, think I want to hear a little guitar, darling.
More than enough. Love, love, love.
I never knew, I never had this love,
Love, love, love.
kind of love that's more than enough. This is love,
Love, love, love.
I never knew, I never had. This is love, kind of love, yeah.
More than enough.
This is love, I never knew, I never had.
Give some love. Thank you, music team. So turn to your neighbor and say, "You are the light."
You are the light.
And you look marvelous.
You. You. You look marvelous.
So, just recently at Christmas, we celebrated the birth of the Christ, which in unity we teach is the divine essence that animated Jesus, that is the truth of all of us. The Christ metaphysically represents the wholeness, the divinity that is our true spiritual identity. Are you claiming that? All right. So today is another opportunity to open our hearts and allow ourselves to accept, know, and express our own divinity at a deeper level. That indwelling divinity is our innate perfection, the divine light and essence that we are. That is our Christ. That is what Jesus spoke of as the kingdom of God within us. This inner kingdom, the Christ that is us, is unchanging, unlimited, and always present regardless of outer circumstances. I really want us to get that, folks. It is unchanging, it is unlimited, and always present regardless of what's going on out there or how we have been taught to believe about ourselves and others, because it is our nature. It is the true nature of all of us. It's what creates our spiritual unity, the true oneness that we are. So today is about us participating in another ritual to support us in awakening to our divine nature, the infinite power we are. It's about us awakening to and embracing at the deepest levels of our being awareness of the Christ essence we are, to claim and celebrate our inner light and live from the truth of what we are. And from our inner light shining brightly, we call forth the divine light in others to express as well. The world is blessed and is transformed as we share what we are fully and joyfully. The essence of the divine light we are and its many expressions is what Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore called our 12 powers. And we have added one more to make 13. These 13 powers or qualities, attributes of our divine Christ nature. They are faith, understanding, wisdom, also called judgment, love, will, strength, power, order, imagination, zeal, renunciation, also called elimination, life, and joy, the 13th. They are represented symbolically by Jesus' disciples. Each power is also indicated by a specific color and location within the body. These 13 powers are divine ideas that make up the pattern of perfection within us. They are the fullness of the divinity that is all of us. And I like to call them the beautiful facets of the perfect divine gem we are. Through affirming and claiming their presence, we quicken and develop them in our awareness so that we can then consciously call them forth to actively express in our lives. And we do this with the sole purpose of being the fullest expression of the divine light we are here to be. So today we will connect with and experience these powers through a ritual. You will have the opportunity to select a power or powers or allow it to select you that is calling to be awakened and expressed more fully in your life in the coming year. And as I describe each power to you, notice for yourself what power or attribute is drawing you that will support the deepening and expansion of your spiritual unfolding. What power is calling your heart to express more boldly? What power will support you in knowing more deeply your full divine nature? So you will want to pay special attention to what power is drawing you as you hear each one described this morning. The name of the disciple might be what sparks something for you, what their name symbolize, or the color or location that the power represents might be what draws you. For right now, just allow yourself to be open and receptive to what power, what divine attribute resonates for you. Listen and let your inner wisdom guide you. So let's just take a deep, centering breath again. And now Joan and Shirley will come up and light their candles with the altar Christ candle. So as you take a centering breath, just remember your heart's open, your mind's open, your body's open. So Joan and Shirley have each lit their candles from the white candle on the altar, which symbolizes our spiritual identity, the divinity that is each of us. And so they will now light a candle for each power, quality, attribute as it is described. Okay. So the disciple Peter represents the power of faith as he was the first one to follow Jesus. Faith is a deep inner knowing that everything sought is already ours for the claiming. It is the assurance of things hoped for and the evidence of things unseen. It is the color of deep blue. Faith is located in the pineal gland in the center of the brain. To awaken in us the spiritual power of faith, we light the first candle. The disciple Thomas represents understanding as he sought evidence of Jesus' identity after the resurrection. Spiritual understanding is the ability of the mind to comprehend and realize the laws of the universe. It is the color of gold. It is located right between the eyes and the front of the forehead. To awaken in us the spiritual power of understanding, we light the second candle. The disciple James, the son of Zebedee, represents wisdom. James, son of Zebedee, represents the power of good spiritual judgment and guidance. Wisdom is the ability to discern, evaluate, and make decisions. It is also known as our intuition and is the voice within us that is our greatest truth. It is the color yellow and is located in the solar plexus. To awaken in us the spiritual power of wisdom, we light the third candle. The disciple John represents love. John represents gracious compassion. Love is the great harmonizer and healer. It sees unconditional good in every situation. The activity of divine love settles all misunderstandings and makes your life and affairs happy, healthy, harmonious, and free. Love is the color of pink and is located behind the heart. To awaken in us the spiritual power of love, we light the fourth candle. The disciple Matthew represents will. Matthew represents the power to withdraw and direct attention to divine will. Our expression of will is foundational in making demonstrations. The spiritual quality of will is the center around which all the activities of consciousness revolve. Will is the color of silver. It is located at the top of the forehead. To awaken in us the spiritual power of will, we light the fifth candle. The disciple Andrew represents strength. Andrew was the brother of Simon Peter and was a disciple who emerged as a leader of the 12. Strength is the capacity to accomplish using divine energy. It enables us to experience freedom from weakness and have stability of character. It opens us to non-resistance and surrender. Strength is the color of light green and is located in the low back. To awaken in us the spiritual power of strength, we light the sixth candle. The disciple Philip represents power. Philip exercised his power through the spiritual word. Power is the ability to have dominion over our thoughts and feelings. The spiritual quality of power opens our mind and body to healing and manifestation. Power is the color purple. It is located in the throat. To awaken in us the spiritual power of power, we light the seventh candle. The disciple James, the son of Alphaeus, represents order. James, son of Alphaeus, represents cooperation and peacemaking. Divine order is the foundation of all change. And as we embrace divine order in our lives through changing our thoughts and being open to divine guidance, our mind and affairs will be in harmony. Order is the color of dark green. It is located just back of the navel. To awaken in us the spiritual power of order, we light the eighth candle. The disciple Bartholomew, also known as Nathaniel, represents the power of imagination. Bartholomew acknowledged the truth about Jesus and saw him perfectly whole and divine. With our imagination, we lay hold of ideas and form them with spiritual substance. Imagination is our gift of vision and dreams. It is the color of light blue. It is located between the eyes and the brain. To awaken in us the spiritual power of imagination, we light the ninth candle. The disciple Simon represents zeal. Simon represents the power of steadfast, positive activity to bring about the healing of the soul and world. Zeal is divine enthusiasm. It is the inward fire of the soul that urges us onward, regardless of circumstances. It is the color orange and is located in the back of the head. To awaken in us the spiritual power of zeal, we light the 10th candle. The disciple Thaddeus represents renunciation, also called elimination. Thaddeus represents the balance of giving and receiving, acknowledging and letting go of the experiences of life. To renounce is to let go of old thoughts in order that new thoughts may find a place in our consciousness. It is the ability to release that which no longer serves us and to say no to the untrue and undesirable. It is the color brown and is located in the lower part of the abdomen. To awaken in us the spiritual power of renunciation, we light the 11th candle. The disciple Judas represents eternal life. Because of the actions of Judas, the great truth of the resurrection principle was revealed to us. Life is vigor and vitality, and is the energy that propels us into action. Life is our ability to mend, restore, heal, and draw upon the divine essence we are for all life experiences. Life is the color red. It is located in the root chakra. To awaken in us the spiritual power of life, we light the 12th candle. The Christ child represents joy. The Christ child represents the joy-filled new life that is ours when we say yes to knowing and expressing our inherent innocence. Joy is the result of being filled with the passion to live life fully with its endless possibilities. It is the wonder-filled lens from which we see the world, regardless of appearances. Joy is when we see with gratitude. The spiritual quality of joy is white with colorful polka dots. It is located in the heart. To awaken in us the spiritual power of joy, we light the 13th candle. So now just allow your heart to open and your knowing of your divine nature to come into your heart and mind. And so I'm just going to ask Angela just to play some really beautiful music, and let's just stay in our heart space. And I'm just going to go through the powers again, just very briefly with some centering affirmations for you to further discern the power that is calling you. Faith. I affirm my faith. I trust my divine nature, knowing as I hold steadfast in faith, only the greatest good unfolds in my life. Let's just breathe into your awakened power of faith. Understanding. As I awaken my power of understanding, I know that the perfect outworking of every situation is being revealed to me now. So breathe into understanding. Wisdom. The wisdom I am is my ability to perceive beyond appearances. I discern what is mine to do in every situation and make wise decisions. Just breathe into your power of wisdom. Love. As I express love, I draw harmony into my experiences. I am a radiating center of divine love. Will. As I awaken my power of will, I surrender to divine guidance and say yes to the greatest good outpicturing in my life. Through my willingness, my greatest good is assured. Breathe in and awaken your faculty of will. Strength surges through me, giving me energy and vigor, bringing endurance and stability to my life. I stand by my convictions. I am strong and unafraid. Just breathe into strength. Power. My thoughts and words vibrate with spiritual power. Dominion and mastery are established in my mind, body, and affairs. Breathing into your power of power. Order. I know divine timing and order are now established in my life. My spiritual path unfolds in its right and perfect flow. Imagination. I see creative and new ways to do what is mine to do. New opportunities to experience great good are coming into my life now. I see beauty and richness in my life. Just breathe into your power of imagination. Zeal. I am courageous and enthusiastic about life. I am motivated and ready to move forward with what I discern is mine to do. Renunciation, elimination. I release all that is a distraction to my spiritual unfoldment. I am free of the past. Breathe into renunciation. Life. Every cell in my being is charged with pure, restorative divine life. I feel divine life expressing me now. Joy. As I awaken my power of joy, I see life in its beauty through the lens of awe and wonder. I am passionate about life and all of its unlimited possibilities. So just take a deep breath. So this is our opportunity to call forth the particular power or powers that we'll work with during this coming year. And I just want to encourage you to allow the choosing to come from your inner wisdom rather than a mental process that says maybe you should or you want. Just allow yourself to be drawn to the power that will most serve your intention and transformation this year. And I'm going to just give you one little tidbit of advice here. Please do not pick more than 2. Allow your transformation to be gentle, to be a very gentle process. So when you are ready, I just invite you to come up. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to divide this middle section of the room, like right down the middle. So these folks can come up and circulate around this table, and these folks can come up and circulate around this table. And when you're ready, just gently come up, and more than one person can be at the table at the same time. And when you're ready to pick your power, you just want to come up and just pause for a moment and just select a blessing from the little bowl, and that will be the perfect affirmation for you, and that you can take with you and you can use it in your daily meditation time. So when you're ready, just gently come up and discern your power. And after you pick your power, I just invite you to stay in the really quiet, nice, peaceful space and just continue to meditate on your choice and intention, and if any next steps are being revealed to you. I invite you just to stay in a really quiet, meditative space. as you return to your seats, just breathe into your heart and just reflect on your intention and your choice. Thank you for staying in a very meditative place, and hold space for others as they're choosing their power. So take a deep breath, and let's affirm together. I am divine, whole, and perfect. I claim this truth and boldly express my light in the world. Go boldly, expressing this beautiful power. And I see it being a very gentle unfolding for you. And so it is.
And now, this is our time to give from our unlimited abundance and open hearts. As you hold your tithes and offerings in your hand, here is some prosperity wisdom from Reverend Michael Beckwith in his book, The Answer Is You. We don't have to cultivate a consciousness of abundance. We have only to discover what is already ours. It is not to be sought. It is only to be recognized and accepted. All the qualities required for living a purposeful life, a life that makes us a beneficial presence on the planet, are already ours. Let us now affirm our offering blessing. Together, divine love, I am, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and I'm so grateful.
Shine your light into the world. sister.
We bring support in the human revolution. People get ready for the love revolution.
Revolution.
We are the solution. Now is the time. Put on
Pollution.
where is God in the midst of tragedy, but living in the shine.
You know you gotta get
Answer the
up.
call and love will set you free. Now is the time.
Humanity.
Shine the light into the world for justice, for peace, for freedom. To the world.
For justice, for peace and freedom.
Shine the light into the world.
Shine it, you got to shine it.
Shine your light into the world. Shine your light into the world. For justice, for peace,
Revolution.
freedom. Light into the world.
Oh, you have to get up and get up now.
To the world.
For peace and freedom.
Shine your light into the world.
Shine your light.
Woohoo! All right. Thank you so much, music team. Let's stand and welcome in our youth.
I've got you, I've got me, I've got us coming together. I've got you, I've got me, I've got us coming together. One heart, one mind, one love, coming together, 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 coming together. One heart, one mind, one love, coming together.
Good morning, everybody.
Please be seated.
Please be seated. So, welcome to the life of a children's director, youth and family program director. I had no idea how to teach the 12 powers to the kids. And I went to the library looking for books, and you know who shows up? Dr. Seuss. So the kids talked about how Dr. Seuss used the 12 powers to become Dr. Seuss. And it totally worked. So here are the kids telling you all about it.
Dr. Seuss used his power of understanding to realize that he saw things differently from other people, and that was okay.
When he became a young adult, Dr. Seuss used his power of will to make a decision to become Dr. Seuss, even though people around him told him that it was not a good decision.
Dr. Seuss used his power of love to realize that his love of writing verses and drawing silly animals would bring joy to kids everywhere.
Works, right? Please stand. Let's bless our children.
You are the light of the world. Live as the light. Okay, one more thing. We have a raffle today. Okay, Jeff, I need a drum roll.
Are you ready? Drum roll.
Up Savannah.
That's fun. And the winner is Carol Douglas.
I don't know.
Thank you to everybody who contributed to this wonderful, wonderful cause. Yay, Carol!
And one more thing. How many of you got a surprise this morning with your 12 powers? Did anybody get a surprise? Okay, I just wanted to check in. So fun. Thank you for being here today. And now let's join hands and sing our peace song. Have a beautiful, blessed week. And if you are being impacted by the government shutdown, we would like to know this. And so if you would please sign a sign-up sheet back where Edie is handing out the contribution statements, that would be great. Thank you and have a beautiful week. Owning your power.
1, 2, 3, 4. Seuss.